Todd Chrisley reveals why he refused to work in prison while wife Julie took a job. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Todd Julie Chrisley continues to open up about their time in prison, though it appears the reality TV couple had very different experiences from one another. On the August 13 episode of their Chrisley Confessions 2.0 podcast, the Chrisley Knows Best stars spoke with their longtime friend and the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Kandi Burruss, where they shared details about life behind bars, including whether or not they worked. "I just can't see you in jail," Burruss said, per People, to which Todd claimed he actually adapted pretty well, saying, "I ran my block." Chiming in, Julie added, "I had a hard time. I adhered to the rules. Keep in mind, I was in a place where there was no air conditioning." Burruss then asked, "Did they have you picking up trash on the side of the road?" Todd quipped how he went there to do time, not chores, unlike his wife Julie, who revealed, "I did work, he didn't." "I refused," Todd added. Todd and Julie were convicted of bank and tax fraud in 2022 and sentenced to a combined 19 years in prison. Todd served his time at the federal prison Camp Pensacola in Florida, while Julie was locked up at Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky. They spent just a little over 2 years behind bars before President Donald Trump issued them full pardons on May 27, 2025. On the latest podcast, Julie revealed she worked in the prison's commissary department, the store where inmates can purchase food and other personal items. "I wanted to make sure I could order my shampoo and body wash and makeup," she explained. "I mean, it wasn't MAC, but we could get the CoverGirl, the Maybelline, the Wet n Wild. You would walk down the hall and somebody would have fake lashes, fake hair, there was more weave in there." Savannah Chrisley teases major life update after parents' prison release. Todd previously shocked his wife on the July 16 edition of their podcast when he revealed he had access to fast food at FPC Pensacola. "I had Chick-fil-A, I had Burger King, I had pizza, I had Culver's," which, let me just go ahead and tell you, this is not an ad, but Culver's is my jam now. "I had Olive Garden once, but I didn't like it," he shared. Julie noted how she didn't have the same treatment, telling listeners, "What I ate in prison, which was none of that, none. I had not one morsel of outside food for 28 months. Todd's revelations came after previous claims from himself and his daughter, Savannah Chrisley, that he was being unfairly treated in prison. Speaking to the Daily Mail in September 2023, Savannah said her dad was being unfairly punished by corrupt prison guards and was living in inhumane conditions. Todd also claimed, through his lawyer, that he and other inmates were fed expired food. Todd Chrisley reveals why he refused to work in prison while wife Julie took a job, and his explanation offers a rare and emotional glimpse into the mindset of the once glamorous reality star turned inmate. The Chrisley Knows Best patriarch, known for his sharp wit and commanding personality, has opened up about his time behind bars and why he made the controversial decision to reject prison labor while his wife Julie chose to embrace it. Their contrasting choices reflect not only their individual coping mechanisms, but also the deep emotional and spiritual journey they are both experiencing while serving their sentences. Todd has described his refusal to work in prison as a personal stand rooted in principle, faith, and self-reflection. He explained that his time behind bars is not just a punishment, but an opportunity to reevaluate his life choices and seek inner growth. He wanted to dedicate his days to reading, prayer, and mentoring other inmates rather than performing routine labor that he felt did not align with his purpose. According to those close to him, Todd viewed his incarceration as a test of faith and discipline. He believed that accepting a prison job would be an act of submission to a system he still feels has treated him unfairly. Todd's confidence and sense of control have always defined him even before his conviction, and he has carried that same defiant dignity into prison, refusing to let his circumstances define his identity. He has spoken about how his faith has deepened during this time, how prayer and solitude have become his work, how he wakes up each morning with a mission to help others through counsel, encouragement, and scripture. His days are filled with long hours of introspection and conversation with fellow inmates who seek his guidance. Todd believes that leadership is not about position but about purpose, and he sees his refusal to work as a form of protest and preservation of self-dignity. Julie, on the other hand, chose a very different path. While serving her time, she decided early on to take a job within the facility, embracing the daily responsibilities as a way to maintain structure, purpose, and peace. She has reportedly taken on work that allows her to stay busy and stay connected with the community inside. Julie's choice reflects her lifelong sense of responsibility and grace. Her nurturing nature has always been evident on Chrisley Knows Best, where she managed family chaos with calm strength. Now, even in prison, she continues to lead with quiet dignity. Julie's willingness to work has made her a respected figure among other inmates. She has earned admiration for her humility, her kindness, and her ability to adapt to an environment that could have easily broken her spirit. While Todd's refusal has sparked debate, Julie's decision has become a testament to resilience and faith expressed through action. Together, their choices paint a picture of two people navigating punishment in profoundly different yet equally meaningful ways. Todd's decision has also raised discussions about what work means in prison culture. For some inmates, work provides a sense of routine and contribution. For others, it feels like an extension of control. Todd has said he believes in reform, not servitude, and that his way of contributing is through emotional and spiritual support rather than physical labor. He has emphasized that his refusal is not born from arrogance, but from conviction that he must use his time to transform himself and others from within. His refusal has reportedly drawn mixed reactions from prison officials, some viewing it as non-compliance, others seeing it as a quiet form of leadership. Regardless, Todd remains unwavering. He has said that his integrity means more to him than approval, that after years of living for image and perception, he is now learning to live for truth. His daughter, Savannah Chrisley, has publicly supported both her parents, explaining that they are coping with their sentences in ways that fit their personalities. She has shared that her father spends his time writing letters, reading scripture, and offering emotional support to other inmates, while her mother focuses on hard work, faith, and kindness. Savannah often highlights how both parents are growing spiritually, and that despite their separation, they remain united in faith and love. Todd has also spoken about how his time in prison has humbled him. Stripped of luxury and fame, he has been forced to confront the man behind the image. He has admitted that his old life was full of pride and pressure, that he once measured his worth through wealth and success. But now he sees purpose in pain. He calls prison the hardest yet most transformative experience of his life. The irony of the Chrisley story lies in how a family once known for opulence has found their truest selves in simplicity. Todd's refusal to work can also be seen as part of his broader effort to reclaim his narrative. He has long maintained that his conviction was unjust, and he refuses to participate in a system he feels has wrongly punished him. His stand resonates with those who see him as a man of conviction, someone unwilling to compromise his beliefs, even in adversity. Todd has said that while he respects the system, he must stay true to what God calls him to do, and for him, that means spending every waking hour in reflection, prayer, and service through words rather than work. His days are reportedly spent in long discussions with other inmates about faith, forgiveness, and family. He has become a kind of mentor figure, a source of encouragement for those who have lost hope. Julie, meanwhile, has brought her own light into her prison community. Known for her kindness and calm presence, she has found meaning in helping others. Through small acts of service, her decision to work has not only kept her grounded, but also earned her respect from both inmates and staff. She has become known as a quiet leader, someone who leads by example rather than authority. The contrast between Todd and Julie's approaches has fascinated fans and critics alike. Some see Todd's refusal as stubborn pride, others view it as principled resistance. Yet to those who know him, It reflects the same determination that made him successful in business and entertainment. He has always been a man who lives by conviction, who stands firm in what he believes right or wrong. Both Todd and Julie continue to communicate through letters and phone calls, maintaining their bond. Despite the physical distance, they encourage each other, and their faith remains their shared anchor. Todd often speaks about how much he misses Julie and how proud he is of her strength. He calls her his inspiration, his reminder that love endures beyond walls. Their story has become a complex portrait of endurance, resilience, and redemption. Two people living parallel lives in confinement, yet united in spirit, each finding a different path toward healing. Todd's refusal to work and Julie's willingness to do so symbolize their individuality within unity. Their choices reveal the balance between defiance and acceptance, between pride and humility, that has always defined their relationship. As they continue to serve their sentences, they are not only paying their debts to society, but also writing a new chapter in their family's story, one of growth, forgiveness, and transformation. In the end, Todd Chrisley's refusal to work is less about rebellion and more about reflection. It is his way of reclaiming his sense of self, his dignity, and his faith, while Julie's choice to work shows her grace, resilience, and quiet courage. Together, they remind the world that even in the darkest places, love, faith, and conviction can still light the way. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.